Jürgen Kurt Moser, or Jürgen Kurt Moser, was a German-American mathematician. Professional biography. He completed his undergraduate education at and received his Ph.D. from the University of Göttingen in 1952, studying under Franz Rehlich. After his thesis, he came under the influence of Carl Ludwig Siegel, with whom he co-authored the second and considerably expanded English-language edition of a monography on celestial mechanics. Having spent the year 1953 at the Courant Institute of New York University as a Fulbright scholar, he emigrated to the United States in 1955, becoming a citizen in 1959. He became a professor at MIT and later at New York University. He served as director of the Courant Institute of New York University in the period of 1967 to 1970. In 1970 he declined the offer of a chair at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton. After 1980 he was at ETH Zurich, becoming professor emeritus in 1995. He was director of the Forschungsinstitut für Mathematik at ETH Zurich in 1984 to 1995, where he succeeded Benno Ekman. He led a rebuilding of the ETH Zurich mathematics faculty. Moser was president of the International Mathematical Union in 1983 to 1986. Students. Among his students were Mark Adler of Brandeis University, Ed Bell-Bruno, Charles Conley, Howard Jakubowicz of Rutgers University, and Paul Rabinowitz. Awards and honors. He won the first George David Birkhoff Prize in 1968 for contributions to the theory of Hamiltonian dynamical systems, the James Craig Watson Medal in 1969 for his contributions to dynamical astronomy, the Brouwer Medal of the Royal Dutch Mathematical Society in 1984, the Cantor Medal of the Deutsche Mathematiker Vereinigung in 1992 and the Wolf Prize in 1995 for his work on stability in Hamiltonian systems and on nonlinear differential equations. He was elected to membership of the National Academy of Sciences in 1973 and was corresponding member of numerous foreign academies such as the London Mathematical Society and the Akademie der Wissenschaften und Literatur, Mainz. At 3 occasions he was an invited speaker at the Quadrennial International Congress of Mathematicians, namely in Stockholm in the section on applied mathematics, in Helsinki in the section on complex analysis, and a plenary speaker in Berlin. In 1990 he was awarded honorary doctorates from University of Bochum and from Pierre and Marie Curie University in Paris. The Society for Industrial and Applied Mathematics established a lecture prize in his honor in 2000. Personal biography. His mother Ilse Strelka was a niece of the violinist and composer Louis Spohr. His father was the neurologist Kurt E. Moser, who was born to the merchant Max Mainz and Clara Moser. The latter descended from 17th-century French Huguenot immigrants to Prussia. Jürgen Moser's parents lived in Königsberg, German Empire, and resettled in Stralsund, East Germany as a result of the Second World War. Moser attended the Wilhelmsgymnasium in his hometown, a high school specializing in mathematics and natural sciences education, from which David Hilbert had graduated in 1880. His older brother Friedrich Robert Ernst Moser served in the German army and died in Pilchellen, Schlossberg. Moser married the biologist Drive Gertrude C. Courant on September 10, 1955 and took up permanent residence in New Rochelle, New York in 1960, commuting to work in New York City. In 1980 he moved to Switzerland, where he lived in Schwarzenbach near Zurich. He was a member of the Akademisches Orchester Zurich. He was survived by his younger brother, the photographic printer and processor Klaus T. Moser Mainz from Northport, New York, his wife, Gertrude Moser from Seattle, their daughters, the theater lighting designer Nina S. Moser from Seattle and the mathematician Lucy I. Moser Joslin from Dijon, and his stepson, the lawyer Richard D. Emery from New York City. Moser played the piano and the cello, performing chamber music since his childhood in the tradition of a musical family, where his father played the violin and his mother the piano. He was a lifelong amateur astronomer and took up paragliding in 1988 during a visit at IMPA in Rio de Janeiro.